Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And right now for the 76ers,
they've had a rocky start to the season, moving down a little here in the middle of the rankings. Hopefully they can make some corrections here and get this thing moving.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Maxey. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Chicago, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Vucevic at the pivot with Williams at the 4. And it's Huerter in at the 3. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
George against Giddey. Maxey on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Giddey with it. Pass to Huerter. Vucevic a screen on George. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Here's Grimes. It's good from long range. Grimes has got 5 points so far.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's White. His last outing, 16 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. To halt the run, and Giddey gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Maxey. He saw him with 29 points last game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Pass to Huerter. Now here's Williams. Back to Huerter. Here's White. And it's sent back by Drummond. Outside for George. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Maxey. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Now, here's Oubre. He has yet to score, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a chance to check out the stats for Maxey. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points per game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
Now here's Williams. 3-pointer. And the Bulls with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George passes to Oubre. Good on the shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Bulls trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Giddey. Giddey sets the pick for Williams. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
And the 76ers making a change here. McCain's checked in. And he makes all 3. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
And here's George for 3. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. Bulls trail by 9. Inside. Here's Giddey. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. Giddey's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Drummond. Now Grimes. McCain finds Grimes. And here's George for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And here's White. Back to Giddey. Here's Herter. Outside White. Vucevic, a screen on McCain. And it's White missing. The 76ers leading by 10. Now here is George. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Knocks it loose. And they recover it. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Bulls 3rd.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Outside White. Pulls up. And again, no good by Chicago.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And the shot is good.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Now Giddey. He has 5. It's White on the wing. McCain defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Giddey. And nothing is falling for him right now. The 76ers leading by 15. It's Grimes on the wing. From 20 feet out. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To the middle, here's Vucevic, and that comes off the assist by Giddey.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feasts from these interior spots.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Maxey. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here is Giddey. 11 points last game. Vucevic is screen on McCain. McCain against White. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Chicago making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. And Jones subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. The 76ers leading by 15. Here's McCain. Still scoreless. Pass to Rain Man. Releases. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Outside, White. Shoots the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And it's Rain Man missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 15. Vucevic, a screen on McCain. Jones dishes to White. In the corner, it's McCain. Nailed from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 18.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. And there it is for him.
Just a stellar rebounder. Vooch, look, he relishes getting those extra offensive rebounds.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Rain Man, light covering to the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Jones. No scoring in this one. Giddey surveying the D. A three-pointer off the mark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Rain Man. Back to McCain. Pulls from the top of the key. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Bulls with some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Okoro comes in for White. And Terry subbed in for Josh Giddey. .107 left to play in the first. Collins, a screen on McCain. Jones, the pass to Collins. And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That is his first foul of the game. Phillips, he's checked in for the Bulls. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Collins. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 to shoot. Here's Jones. Paul George grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's George. He's got 6, and it's Rain Man missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kicks it out to Jones. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Collins. Smith outside. Okoro finds Jones. Now Collins. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
From Julian Phillips.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top as they wrap up the first quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
What's up?
Smith is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Carter in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Okoro with it. Nothing on the board. Jones the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Jones against McCain. Outside, George. Now Edgecombe. Pass to McCain. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCain's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Collins. He has 6. Over George. Off target with the fadeaway.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Rain Man. No good from outside. Bulls trail by 19. Here's Flowers. Back to Smith. Jones the pass to Collins. Over McCain. And there's Collins on the assist by Jones. Collins has got 6 here in this quarter.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
So Jared McCain, Richard, showed some serious promise in his rookie season until he was injured.
Yeah, it was cut short due to injury, but in those 23 games played, he averaged 15 points a game on a good shooting percentage. He's got a bright future.
Now here's Jones, still without a basket. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Here's McCain. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And that one's good, George.
This is a guy who knows his shot inside and out. George gets the ball and knows what to do with it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Jones. Last game he had 13. Smith finds Okoro. Bulls moving the ball around. Let's go. And it's Flowers missing. Philadelphia leading by 21. Outside, George. Rob. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Pass to Collins. Here's Flowers. A 3 ball. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Edgecombe. Here's Rain Man. Still yet to score. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Now here's Herter. You saw him with 10 points last game. From outside, off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Bulls third.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Rain Man. Here's Jones. Outside, White. Back to Jones. Pass to Williams. And here's Herter. And the Bulls with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. White up top. McCain defending. Williams kicks to Herter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Free throw good, Herter.
You have to appreciate Kevin Herter's mindset on the floor. He always ready to put up a shot or help his team wherever he can.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Rain Man's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Jared McCain. That one is no good. The 76ers leading by 19. And here's George. He's got 13. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, CJ McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I am.
Now here's White. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Giddy with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Herter. Shot clock at 6. Williams sets a screen for Herter. And the Bulls with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Grimes passes to Maxey. Outside for George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Pass to White. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight. See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Now here's White. Scoreless thus far. To the inside. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Grimes bounce pass. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Paul George. Last year, getting it done. Last season put up about 16 points a game. 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Herter kicks to White. Drills it from outside.
You see right there, White can be a dangerous three-point shooter.
Maxey with the screen on White. Vucevic with the block. Outside White. Pass to Herter. Now Vucevic. This one for 3. Tough night continues. Shooting a woeful 1 for 9. Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Assist from
Grimes has got 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Vucevic finds Herter. That one misses. Great D that time from Edwards.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Now Drummond. His last outing, he had 18 points. Maxey attacking. And that one's good. Drummond. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Heads up, fans. Who wants a free t-shirt? Our loudest fans are getting t-shirts. Who wants one? It's t-shirt time, fans. On your feet and make some noise. Here come the t-shirts. Let's hear it, fans.
The numbers now for Nikola Vucevic, coming off a terrific season and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Outside White. On the wing, Williams. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers making a switch here. Edgecombe's checked in.
Philadelphia substitution, number 77, VJ Edgecombe.
Pass to Giddey. Now here's Williams.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic setting the pick for Herter. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Maxey. And Grimes has it in the corner. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Now, here's Maxey. 10 points for him.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Down low. Fade away. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his third bucket of the night.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
Pass to Maxey. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
To the inside. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Giddey. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 76ers lead by 17. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Chicago Bulls.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The 76ers leading by 17. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Paul George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. And Chicago shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you, Kevin.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's George, and George with the stuff.
The scoring instincts of PG are razor sharp. He just keeps on attacking.
So it's Chicago now. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Herter. It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Grimes. And the 3 off target.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Herter kicks to White. And it's Vucevic in the corner and stolen by Drummond. Bounce pass Maxey. Here's Grimes. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Oubre, a screen on Herter. And they get it back. Maxey passes to Grimes. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Vucevic dishes to White. Paul George with the steal. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Drummond with a screen on White. Here's George. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Jacks up a 3, cans it from downtown. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Chicago calls timeout.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Shake it.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Fourth, Kobe White.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Giddey the pass to Williams. Broke loose. Oubre with the steal. Driving inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Giddey finds White. And here's Herter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Herter's got his second basket of the night.
And with that three ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Sixers.
George looking around. Back to Maxey. It's tipped. Giddey against Maxey. Here's the teardrop. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 7 points in the game.
Giddey making the defenders look like they're on ice.
Outside, Maxey. Here's Drummond. Pass to George. There's the triple. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Maxey against Giddey. Outside Williams. Back to Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. It's a hand on it, and it's put back in by Vucevic. 10 points for him.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here is George. He's got 26. It's blocked. They get it back. Drummond passes to Maxey. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And 12 points for Tyrese Maxey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Williams. Here's Herter, defended by George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Vucevic. He's got 10. Now here's Giddey. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. And the 3 ball is good. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
To the floor, it's your 3-1-2 crew.
Check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 20 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Now here's Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. George, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here's Maxey. He's got 12. And there's Paul George on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got his 6th assist on the night. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And he converts the layup. White's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Grimes. From deep, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Now here's Herter with the drive. And there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
You love to see that from Herter. If teams are going to guard against his three-point ability, you have to make him pay and just blow by them.
Outside, George. Oubre outside. Pass to George. There's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 35.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Giddey finds Vucevic. Outside White. Herter setting the pick for White. Now Giddey. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now here's Oubre. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Giddey with it. 13 points in the game. And here's Herter outside. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. Nobody near George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Giddey the pass to White. Here's Vucevic. Now Giddey. Over to the wing. And Vucevic kicks to Herter. Off target from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build.
And again for 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Maxey passes to George. A 3-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Giddey. He's covered by Maxey. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Changes for Chicago. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Patrick Williams. And Jones subbed in for Kevin Herter. Here's Edgecombe. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, number 22, Johni Broome.
55 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The 76ers shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's White. Tight defense on him.
With those short, quick dribbles, White can make anyone look absolutely foolish.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. The 76ers leading by 23. To the wing right side. Pass to McCain. Here's Rain Man. White covering. Here's Rain Man. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 15. From downtown, that one doesn't go. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers on top, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. White on the wing along with Okoro. Collins is out there with Smith. And it's Jones in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And there's the foul. It's on Tre Jones. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Rain Man passes to Edwards. Now George. He's guarded by Collins. And there's Paul George on the assist from Edwards. George has got 43 points. White with it. Picked up by Edwards. Bulls moving the ball around. Jones kicks to Collins. Clock at 6. Smith left side. Pass to Jones. Buries the long-range jumper. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Edgecombe. White covering. McCain against Jones. Fires from the line. McCain's shot is off. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Left side, Jones. Kicks it out to Collins. Jones looking for an opening. And it's sent back by George.
An elite defender, PG excels at being at the right place at the right time.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And here's Jones after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And here's Jones. Rebound by the 76ers. McCain's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Drills the three-pointer. That's 7 points for Rain Man.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Smith wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And George gets it to go.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Smith outside, pass to White. Collins setting the pick for White. 4 on the clock. And the Bulls another 3.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Edgecombe with it. White covering. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Outside Collins. No good on the 3. 76ers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Pass to McCain. And here's George. Now Edgecombe. And stolen by White. Okoro up top. Outside, Jones. Back to Okoro. 3 on the clock. Here's White. Out to Smith. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Williams comes in for Jalen Smith. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Okoro. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Jones. And the 76ers also making a change. Maxey's checked in for Edgecombe. Giddey against Maxey. Vucevic and the Bulls with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Pass to McCain. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
Now here's White. Williams, a screen on Maxey. Giddey, the pass to White. Shoots from the line. And again, no good by Chicago.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Back to Maxey. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Vucevic up top, defended by George. Oh, that's blocked. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Huerter with it. Outside, White. Got a piece of it. Outside, Maxey. Rain Man with the bucket. 9 points for Rain Man.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Giddey kicks to Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans. Greg, that's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And here are the Bulls now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Back to Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in.
The vision of a point guard with that dish. Herder dicing him up with the pass.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. Now Maxey. Outside, George. And good! There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Vucevic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Maxey against Giddey. Left side, Maxey. Got a piece of it. Maxey against White. Pass to Herder. Now here's White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Again, Chicago.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Rain Man. Here's Maxey. Shoots. And it's White with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Herder. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Philadelphia has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Then for the 76ers, Trendon Watford's checked in for Paul George. And it's Edgecombe in for Maxey. Bulls on D. Watford finds Edwards. Here's Rain Man. Fires the 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Smith. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Okoro. Just 5 to shoot. Collins dishes to Jones. Over McCain. Jones, no luck. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Watford. Here's Rain Man for the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Rain Man. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. And Vucevic pulls it down. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Jones. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Now here's Herter. McCain defending. 6 to shoot. The 17-footer. Herter, no good. Here's McCain. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
So now let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paul George.